We grew up in the fly screen business with our parents. Mum and Dad had a fly screen business. They started in 1965. It was called Louis Fly Screens. School holidays, after school, you know, we'd be involved one way or another. Mum and Dad's business evolved with fly screens into security doors in the 80s, and our dad was the first one to take on a security door product, and we just landed on one of our benches at work, and Dad and I were looking at each other. We didn't know what to do, but we were just told to put it together and go out there and sell them. And
we've learnt a lot over the years, and you know, we were making grill products, you know, your expanded grill mesh type products, and fitting them to people's homes, and gave us a lot of experience dealing with people face to face. And we learnt a lot about manufacturing. We learnt a lot about you know, how the security standards would change over the years.
Our competitors had come to us and said, look, you know, we want you guys to sell our product. And I'd just knock them all on the head. I mean, we just weren't happy with any of them. You know, we just didn't like the woven wire at all. And I got on the internet, and I found this company that was manufacturing perforated sheet for the mining industry. And I said, Jamie, look, have a look at this, mate. This is great stuff. If we could just get this refined, and we've got to get that hole sizing right. I think it's close, but it's not close enough. You know, we've got to get it close to keep the flies and the mosquitoes out. We need it right so it's ventilation, because it's got to be a fly screen, but you know, it's a stainless steel one that they can't penetrate, you know?
Look, Australia's a tropical climate, and in certain regions we have mosquitoes. We even sent it up to Japan and got it tested with the smallest mosquitoes in the world. We use the tiger mosquito that's found in Japan, and we sent it to a university then and said, guys, test it, see if your little fellas can get through there. And they couldn't do it. They just couldn't get through. So if those little guys can't get through, our big mozzies won't get through it.
I felt like we were halfway there, but you know, we need an aluminium frame for this to connect to. There was no insulation, so I said, we've got to make sure we do this right, mate. You know, we need an insulating member there, and that's got to fit in with everything. We've got to bend the edge up so that it retains in the aluminium frame. So we've got the security side of it covered, and then we need something to lock it together.
When you look at it from an engineering perspective, you say, yeah, okay, that's going to work. That's going to be a lot stronger than just having a flat sheet in a frame. Yes, by bending it and by putting insulating and bead in there to hold it all in is great, but what works in theory doesn't always work in practice.
We didn't know if we had a complete security product until we made sure that we went to the relevant testing authorities, and we had to pass all the standards. So that was pretty exciting too, you know, to go through all the tests and get that accreditation. Once we did the testing, well, that was it. I knew then, you know, we're really onto it. So we gave it a name, called it ClearShield.
It's very different to all of the other products that are on the market. You know, they all comprise of a woven mesh system. All the stainless steel security screens are all comprised of woven mesh. And ClearShield is very unique to the consumer in that it's very smooth, you can touch it, and you know, it's very easy to clean as well.
There's 4 parts to ClearShield. What you see there is the sheet, which is visually, everybody sees that, and that's what's attractive, and it's unique and different.
You know, this is made from a solid piece of stainless steel. It's punched in a machine with a 300-ton press that punches holes straight through. It's about getting the quality right and the selection of the product to suit its purpose. What we do is we bend the stainless steel on a 90-degree angle. Okay, so it's got a folded edge right around the whole sheet. It's then insulated with a specially designed PVC insulating piece that fits over the edge of the screen. So that stops any galvanic corrosion between your aluminium and your stainless steel, your dissimilar metals. Okay, so they don't come in any direct contact between those two dissimilar metals. That's then placed inside the frame in a specially designed groove. So that bend is held within a zone in the frame. Okay, and then on top of that we put in a locking bead, and that locking bead retains the whole bent edge of that sheet into the frame. So it's held in for the full perimeter of the sheet. We have come from the background where we're dealing with the Mr. and Mrs. Jones and the elderly people, and going in and fitting their doors, and quite often hanging a clock, because George told the old lady that I'd go in there and put a clock up for her, or you know, putting the numbers on the letterbox, that sort of thing. You get a personal attachment to the customer, and you then understand what people really want, and we understand that. And you know, I mean, we even get our competitors off the record saying to us, yeah, we know you got the best product. It's great. We would love to be able to make it.
I travel all over the country and I get to see our product just about everywhere. You know, it's amazing. I can go down to a corner shop or to commercial premises, or we might be visiting someone, and it's just mind-blowing to see my product, and I get a real buzz out of that. But to go to Japan and even, you know, through Southeast Asia and see some of our product there, it's just unbelievable. What really brings it home to me is, you know, when my wife says to me that because I'm away a lot travelling, that she feels safe behind ClearShield at home. And how safe they feel behind ClearShield is just even more special.
Yeah, and you know, I'm the same. Look, I get no greater satisfaction than driving down the road with my kids in the car and they say, hey Dad, look, there's ClearShield on that home. And it's not about me, it's not about George, it's about your family, and it's about where our dad started, you know. He started at home in the lounge room making fly screens, you know. And it's about getting to those heights and seeing that you've really achieved something. When we grew up, we saw with our father, it was his drive and he wanted to be that person, you know, and we're proud to know that we've reached that goal. We've done what he wanted to do. And it's a shame he's not here with us today to see it all happen, but yeah, I'm sure he's up there looking down on us. Don't cry, George.